Well, there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news first, the Cubs, they lost the ball game to the Washington Nationals. The good news is it didn't look like they were going to win this one from the very beginning. So a whole bunch of people not getting those hopes up because Cade Cavalli was absolutely throwing tablets. The second time the fellas were one hit so far this season, and that man walks off of the hill, 8 innings, 103 pitches for a season high with a 7-0 win. With that said, come on in. The Cubs Postgame Live presented by Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. Cole Wright, Carlos Peña, and Carlos, after 14 years in the league, you know that these are the days you're going to have. This was just a tough loss.
Yeah, I mean, Cade did a great job. You know, Cavalli went out there and really pitched. Right, you said that he wasn't just out there hurling the baseball. He was actually being very smart. He pitched backwards, 60% off speed versus 40% fastballs. And that's if you pair the cutters in there. I'm going to call a cutter a fast pitch just because he throws it pretty hard in the lower 90s. So just very smart pitching. And sometimes, you know, better pitching will beat great hitting.
Yeah, his ability to get swing and miss, it was unparalleled. 10 punch-outs, 21 called strikes, and 14 fouls. The Cubs, they were in a dark room fouling around looking for a light switch. And you see right here, I mean, he just had him on a string, didn't he, Los?
You saw the knuckle curve, how nasty it is right there. Perfect example. Really falling off the table. Big breaker. But these fastballs run up in the upper 90s, 97, 98 miles per hour. Paired up with that nasty breaker is very difficult. So it keeps you off balance. You're always in between.
Sure.
Did a great job of that today.
Yeah, the former Oklahoma Sooner getting after it, and he pitched with a whole bunch of conviction. You see the 6 ground ball outs with that 1 double play mixed in. Michael Busch, that's when everything would come to a screeching halt as far as a no-no was concerned. But nevertheless, the fellas, they were behind that 8 ball all day long. And then, Carlos, in the 5th inning, that's when the Washington bats really sprung to life. A 5-run frame, and it started off with a sacrifice fly. Such a pedestrian play, right?
Yeah, it was just maybe chipping away, and then the couple of hard hit balls. But the Gausman really pitched. He didn't have a good day on the mound. No, I wouldn't say that.
He was sharp early.
Yes, and everything started just not working. That one was absolutely crushed. But there were a couple bloop singles, just unfortunate plays, and then things kind of just fell.
Cascaded.
Yeah, it just cascaded in the wrong direction for Gausman. But he was looking sharp, Cole.
Yeah.
And then eventually just they started piling up the runs. I mean, that kid Ortiz absolutely plummets the baseball.
And that's what I was going to ask you about. We talked about the sacrifice fly, then we saw the home run, and then a base hit leading to that 5-run frame. But Abimelec Ortiz, how good is this young man? This cat absolutely rakes, doesn't he?
He really knows what he's doing up at the plate. Looks like he's very hitterish, right? Always hunting. He gets the pitch he wants. He just crushes it. There was a fastball that Gausman threw him inside in the upper 90s, and he just turned it around. And you saw the home run just shot out of that ballpark like if it was nothing. This kid is definitely special. We haven't seen the best of him yet. The reports that are coming in is that this guy is a pure hitter.
Yeah, you made mention of being able to stay away from him, and apparently that was not heeded by Kevin Gausman and Ortiz making him pay through the nose. Let's keep things moving right here because it was a tough one to digest. We're going Lottery Fast Play presented by the Illinois Lottery. Download the app to your phone to start playing from your device immediately. And this was where Cavalli was locked in. Would he be able to get to the next frame unscathed? Michael Busch said, nope, not on my watch. Sometimes you just got to jam yourself so you can get yourself a knock.
Yeah, we'll take that, right there. Just maybe trying to get something going. Broken bat single.
Okay, broken bat singles. They will break up no-hitters. And this one, well, it was a broken game. 7-0 in favor of the Nats. We'll tell you more about it on the flip.